My name is Alfred Hitchcock, and I want you to see my movie Psycho. No, it's not Alfred Hitchcock, it's me, Jude. And tonight, it's Boozing with Jude. Actually, it's Boozing with Jude and Hitch. Jude, what's up with Hitch? Why are we doing a Hitchcock thing? And what does it have to do with alcohol? Well, I'm going to tell you. So, my institution, my university, the one that's based in London, where I used to live, not that I'm bragging, is doing a virtual 4-series book club. And the topic is Alfred Hitchcock. In particular, one of his films, which I think is called The Lodger, which many of you may not know. I think it's a silent film. Anyways, so I'm excited about that. And it's going to be, taught by one of our faculty members who she's quite the expert. She actually teaches classes on Hitchcock. And so I thought, let's pull them together. Why? What does that have to do with booze? Two things, and probably more. If you watch Hitchcock films, alcohol plays a prominent part in a lot of his films. For example, the famous North by Northwest, starring the most beautiful, perfect man ever made. Yes, Cary Grant. Remember Cary Grant? What a hunk. Oh my God. Anyways, so Cary Grant is like this normal business guy, Roger Thornhill. And at the beginning, they set Cary Grant up as the kind of guy that likes his lunch and martinis for business. The business martinis. He even says to his secretary something like, don't let my mother smell my breath. And then later on, he's mistaken for some government spy by these Nazi type people. And so they try to kill him. And how do they try to kill him? It's sort of like the James Bond thing. Don't just kill him. No, let's make it easy for him to escape. So what they do is they force a whole fifth of whiskey down his throat and then put him behind the wheel of a car. Fortunately, he has this sort of, what would we call it, tolerance from drinking all those martinis. So he comes out alive. And then the next day he gets goes to court for drunk driving and he has to be heckled by his mother. Okay. And then let's see. There's another one called, Notorious. You know who's in that? God's gift of creation, Cary Grant and Ingrid Bergman. So, and that's another one that brings in alcohol because she's a big drinker, and the government tries to, convince her to be a spy in South America with this family that her father knew and find out more. And it seems like they have some substance hidden in wine bottles in their big wine cellar. Right. So that's a great one. That's a good one. Notorious. One of my favorites. And then let's see. We see in To Catch a Thief starring, Cary Grant. Okay, I could go on and on. Anyways, if you watch Rear Window, you see how alcohol plays a part in people's lives. You can really almost all, I can't say all, but a lot of Hitch's films, he shows, people using alcohol for good or for bad, but it's often prominent. Secondly, do you think Hitch drank? Yes. Imagine that. So when Hitch was in London, when he lived in London, the West End, he liked, like any Londoner, the dude was drinking his gin martinis. Oh yeah, because Londoners, they love their gin. So do I, quite frankly. When he moved to the States, he became quite famous for having this huge wine cellar. In fact, he was a member of some famous wine people's group. Who knows? He knew his wines. So he had over 1,600 bottles. But word has it that he had a favorite drink, and it is called the White Lady. Now, I love the White Lady. And so, in honor of this upcoming, book club discussion about Hitch, which you can see too, and I'll put the link down below in the comment section if I remember to do that. So in honor of that, in honor of the fact that I do like the White Lady, we're going to make this drink tonight in honor of Hitchcock. Because, he was a great director. He has a lot of other kind of things, but he was a great director. And so the White Lady it is. So what is the White Lady? again, it's basically sort of a gin sour that was abbreviated, and I'm going to make it not like Hitch made it. Because it's a sour, it's really good with an egg white. But Hitchcock claimed he despised eggs. Never had an omelet. He said, I've never touched an egg. And famously, in one scene in, I don't remember which film it was, where they showed a woman putting out her cigarette in the yolk of an egg. It was disgusting, but kind of shows what Hitchcock thought about eggs. So I'm sure he didn't put like an egg white in his drinks. He may have ordered them at a bar that way and not known the difference, but I doubt it. In fact, he once said, now I'm not going to get this quote right, but he once said, blood is such a lovely, jolly red color, but egg yolk is a horrific, like yellow. So he was grossed out by eggs. But I'm going to show you what goes in it, and you'll know how Hitch drank it, and you know how I'm going to drink it tonight. So it goes in, we're going to do a dry shake, then we'll put some ice in and shake it up and emulsify that egg, and then we're going to put it in a chilled martini glass. So basically, it's a piece of cake. You guys, if you've been with me all this time, you know how it goes. So it's going to be 2 ounces, probably London Dry gin. Again, you can take your pick, but we're going to go London Dry. And I'm using my favorite Bombay Sapphire because, as I said in my last thing, it's a good gin and it's the best deal in town. You know, it's not break the bank gin, but it's really good. Now we're going to take Cointreau. You can take any orange, if you want to make triple sec, you want to do anything. I'm going to make it with Cointreau because I think that's probably what Hitch had. And as you know, or as you might remember, Cointreau is an orange liqueur from France. So take your pick on the orange liqueurs, but I think this is probably the most genuine. And that's 1 ounce of Cointreau. So we're going to get we're going to have 2 sours or 2 citruses in here. We're going to have the orange from the Cointreau, and then we're going to put 1 ounce of lemon juice in it. Right? So freshly squeezed, just freezed it. Just squeezed it today, and there she goes. And then you can put an egg white, half an egg white, no egg white, but Hitch would kill me probably with like some knife or something, and it would be like a big mystery. Who did it? Who done it? So we're going to put our egg white in there. It does look gross. I mean, you got to admit. And then you're going to want to give it a good emulsifying shake to get that egg white so that it's not so gross, so that Hitch would like it because it'd be all foamy and pretty. I'm sure he didn't really care about pretty, but he probably cared about alcohol. Okay, so there we go. Do you notice how easily I'm getting this top off? Finally practiced a little bit. So we're going to take our chilled martini glass out of the ice, and I'm going to put some ice in here. Put it in here, and then we're going to give it a good shake, and we're going to throw it in there and toast our man Alfred Hitchcock. Some of his movies were fab. I got to admit, I never saw Psycho. I was afraid of that shower scene because, I wanted to take a shower for the rest of my life. So give this baby a good shake. Wouldn't it be really cool if, somebody came up and, no, it wouldn't be cool if they came up and, knifed me here, and it could be like a Hitchcock movie. What are you talking about? I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. And you see, now I'm being punished for that because I can't get the top off. There we go. I don't know. I was just thinking, how could this be like a Hitchcock film? Well, it can't. It can't. So we're going to strain it into our glass. Look at that. Look at that foamy thing. Yummy. And then we're going to take my pre-cut, lemon slice, and spritz it in there, and just give it. I love when you see that spritz in there because it's not it's not lemon juice; it's the lemon oils on the skin. Hey, wash the skin. But it's just kind of cool because then when you drink it, the first thing you taste is that kind of lemony stuff. So here's to Hitch. Here's to Susan Omer. There you go, Susan, for she's going to be leading us in this discussion of the lodger. Oh, one more thing. The lodger. Jude, what's a lodger? Yeah, good question. So when I was in England, one of my friends was there went over for dinner, and he said, I want you to meet my lodger. And I was like, oh, is that what we call it? No, actually, lodger is just people who rent rooms. I mean, we don't use that word in this country much, but the lodger is somebody you rent a room to. So let's toast the lodger, toast Hitch. Susan, salute. Oh, man. Now, I like that a lot. I must say, I like that a lot. What I will say, you have to remember that Jude here likes her drinks tart. There's no simple syrup in here, but the Cointreau has sweetness in it. So, I mean, if you need to put simple syrup in there, I don't think you do. It's not like, it's really a yummy drink. I'm going to take one more sip. You guys, try it. Join us for this book club. Think you'll enjoy it. And we'll catch you next time on Boozin' with Jude. Peace out and stay safe.